You'll always know when to use barbells and when to use dumbbells by following my 3 golden rules. Most people think they're completely interchangeable, but how does that work when barbells and dumbbells clearly look so different? That does indeed mean that there are pros and cons to each. My golden rule 1 should be obvious, but so many gym goers don't follow it. If it feels wrong, try something else. If I do barbell curls, it kills my elbows, so I switched to dumbbells. After you learn all 3 rules about comfort, strength, and joint health, you'll unlock faster progress with fewer aches and pains. Lovely. Every exercise has a better piece of equipment for you. Depending on your goals, the right thing for you will be different to someone else, which is why I developed these 3 golden rules. Golden rule 1 is to exercise comfortably. When I say this, I definitely don't mean to slack off and take it easy. I mean that your equipment shouldn't make an exercise feel wrong or problematic. As I mentioned, barbell bicep curls aggravate my elbows. At first, I tried using a different bar. I tried moving my hands wider and narrower. I tried pulling my shoulders back, and in the end, I solved the problem by simply switching to dumbbells. Have a quick think about which exercises you currently find the least comfortable. Could you improve them by swapping implements? The main reason that you might benefit from swapping from bars to dumbbells or vice versa is to do with your wrists. Specifically with your upper body, the rotation of your wrist is much more free with dumbbells. Can you see how this will have a knock-on effect up the rest of your arm? Dumbbells can accommodate changes you might want to make in elbow and shoulder position more easily than a bar. However, there is a potential downside to more wrist movement. In many exercises, feeling locked in can benefit you by helping you to feel more stable. We'll come back to this in rule 3 in just a moment. Golden rule 2 is that barbells are best for raw strength. Dumbbells get pretty heavy, so why are bars preferable if you want to get stronger? The key difference between bars and dumbbells is that with a bar, both sides of your body contribute to a single movement. With dumbbells, each side can move independently. This matters for strength for one simple reason. When your entire body works as one unit, you can express more force. Why is that? We're all slightly asymmetrical, so you will have one dominant side. With a barbell, the stronger side can effectively mask the weaker side, meaning that you get closer to your theoretical maximum strength. How does this compare to dumbbells then? When you use dumbbells, you're limited by the weaker side. Look at this example of bench pressing. Let's say you bench press 60 kg on a bar, which should equate to 30 kg each hand with dumbbells. If your left hand with dumbbells can do 8 reps, but your right can do 10, you have to stop at 8. You can't just do the extra 2 reps on one side. A, that would bother your gym OCD, and B, you risk exacerbating any asymmetry. With the bar, your strength hasn't changed, but your strong right arm can assist the left to get rep 9 and probably even 10. See the difference? Both times you lift 60 kg, but for 8 reps with dumbbells and 9 or 10 with the bar. More reps with more weight means more strength. Therefore, barbells are better for strength. Interestingly, golden rule 3 is so important for the exact opposite reason. Rule 3 is that dumbbells are best for joint stability. Remember the key difference between barbells and dumbbells? Bars, both sides work together. Dumbbells, both sides work independently. Let's look at the same bench press example. With 60 kg on the bar, your stronger right side slightly covered for the left side. This also makes the implement more stable because it's anchored in 2 places. As you know, that's best for strength. However, can you see that the opposite is also true? When the strong side can't cover for the weaker side, the inherent instability of a dumbbell becomes the most challenging aspect. Your body works by responding to a stimulus and adapting. When the stimulus is to lift and control a wobbly dumbbell, part of the adaptation is to become more stable. When was the last time you specifically trained your joint stability with a balance-based exercise? I would guess quite a while ago. Joint stability isn't often targeted by gym goers, but it's extremely important to reduce injury risk. A stable joint is less likely to get pulled into the wrong position and get hurt. You can easily improve your joint stability whilst working on your other goals by using dumbbells. I promised you that you'd be able to choose the right piece of equipment for any exercise with the 3 golden rules, and now you can. I suggest that you apply these rules in the most simple way possible. It works almost like a flowchart. Remember, rule 1 is exercise comfortably, rule 2 is barbells are best for strength, and rule 3 is that dumbbells are best for stability. Ready for the formula? Firstly, decide whether your exercise is primarily for strength. If the answer is yes, ideally you want to use a barbell. Try it with a barbell. Is it comfortable? If the answer again is yes, then happy days. If the answer is no, try again with dumbbells. If the exercise is not primarily for strength, it's a great opportunity to build joint health and stability into your routine. Dumbbells are therefore your primary choice. Try it and ask yourself, is this comfortable? If yes, fantastic, stick with dumbbells. If no, then try it with a bar. 3 golden rules and 1 simple formula to follow. You're now getting everything possible out of your implement selection. Bear in mind that a well-rounded program will include barbells and dumbbells. You'll still build stability with a bar, and you'll still build strength with dumbbells, just not as much as when you play into their primary benefits. For more health and fitness insights delivered from experience and with integrity, subscribe to me. Thanks.